Hey, what's up everybody? George here, and we're back with another unboxing. Well, it's January here in Northeast Ohio. It's freezing, it's snowing outside. What a better time to be indoors where it's nice and warm and do an unboxing. Today, we're going to be unboxing the Blade 450 3D by Horizon. Now, you may be saying to yourself, why is he getting another 450? He already has that awesome T-Rex 450 Super Sport. Well, the reason is quite simple. Anybody that's transitioning from hovering forward flights and maybe circuits to 3D knows that crashing is all a part of that experience. Well, crashing the T-Rex is pretty expensive. I was looking for something that was a little bit less expensive when I crashed it, that cost me a little bit less, that I would be more inclined to try some 3D things with, without worrying about breaking my helicopter that I spent so many hours building. That being said, the 450 fit that bill because it comes out of the box ready to go. I didn't have to assemble it, I didn't have to tune it in, out of the box and you fly it. This is the bind and fly version. I'll be using my Spektrum DX6i for this, and the ready to fly version actually does come with the DX6i pre-programmed with advanced and intermediate settings so that you can take it out of the box and start using it. That being said, let's go ahead and I'll get the styrofoam out of the box and we'll get right on with the unboxing. Okay, we're back. I got the styrofoam packaging out of the box. You didn't have to watch me struggle, so let's go ahead and unbox. As with all Horizon Hobby products, wonderful manual. Definitely read the manual. There's a wealth of information in here. Specifically, if you bought the bind and fly, transmitter settings are in here, so definitely read through this. There are some addendums to that. The first one is transmitter settings. There are some changes that they made, so make sure you're using the right settings. The second one is an addendum to the tail blade assembly and how that goes together. So they also include a disc with setup instructions, and what's really cool is repair instructions. They know people are going to crash these things, and they have the most common repairs already on video and showing you exactly how to do it. Definitely a nice feature. Opening up the box, there's really not a lot in the box because it's the bind and fly version. If you bought the ready to fly, there would be a radio, a charger, and batteries and stuff, but I bought the bind and fly, and the first thing that comes out of the box, of course, is the helicopter. Looks very nice. They have a good looking canopy. I like the design. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this when I take it downstairs, put it on a bench, and go over the features. Also in the box, as always, a little tool kit, binding plug, some Velcro, a couple of twist ties. Their standard kit, and that is pretty much about it. That's really nice because you don't have to do anything. You take it out of the box and fly it. So let's go ahead and go downstairs, put this thing on a bench, and let's go over some of the features and compare it to what the T-Rex 450's got, okay? Okay, we have the helicopter on the bench. I've removed the canopy so we can get a better look, and let's start at the top and work our way down. The blades are wooden blades, 325 millimeter. I think the wooden blades are a good idea because in the event of a crash, they're going to transmit less downstream damage. Moving down, we see that they do have flybar weights. You can adjust it to your liking or take completely off for aggressive 3D. Moving down, we see the tail boom tube is very thick and it seems to be sturdy. As we move back, this is a belt drive system. It's going to be a lot less expensive to repair than a torque tube. We see that there's plastic tail rotor blades, but we note that they have the weighted tail rotor blade holders. It's going to give you a little bit more stability. The gyro that we're going to be using on this is a G210HL, a heading lock gyro, and it is a MEMS gyro. And we should be getting some really good holding power out of that. Let's go ahead and zoom in and take a look at the head, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Okay, the first thing that we're going to notice is that they've put a CNC machined head block on there. That's definitely a good plus. Another thing I like is that they've added triple bearing support for the main shaft. It's going to make it more rigid and more resilient. I definitely like that. The swash plate is now a composite aluminum fiber. They've been able to reduce the weight of the swash plate while not sacrificing any strength. So once again, that's definitely a good thing. The servos are E-flite's D76 cyclic servos, and the tail is a D76T. I'm sure they're going to be plenty good for what I've got to use this helicopter for. They've included their 420H E-flite motor. It's a brushless outrunner, and I'm sure going to deliver more power than I need to fly this bird around with no problems at all. It's being powered by a 35 amp BEC. Once again, E-flite's BEC, and I'm sure that it's going to work fine. Everything that I've seen so far, all these features are what you'd definitely like to see. So let's go upstairs and we'll talk a little bit more about this helicopter. Okay, we're back. We've unboxed it. We've taken a closer look and talked about the features. Now let's talk about this helicopter. I was actually the third person in the group of people that I fly to buy this helicopter. I watched two people take them out of the box and fly them with no problems, 3D, awesome helicopters. They actually let me fly. I got the feel of it before I even purchased it, so that was really great. That being said, I took this out and wanted to do a maiden hover with it. Lo and behold, I don't know if it's the wag curse, if you remember my problem with the tail wag on the T-Rex 450, but this thing was wagging violently. I did everything, I checked everything, it was fine. I wound up calling Horizon Tech Support, and they were great. Talked me through diagnostics, spent as much time as they needed to resolve the issue. They diagnosed the problem as a bad gyro, sent me out a new gyro at no cost. I've already installed the gyro and it's ready to take out another flight, but the weather is not going to cooperate. I'm going to get it out the first chance I get, and we'll see where it goes from there. So thanks for watching, and as always, happy flying, friends.